There are three main groups of meteorite. They differ in their amount of iron nickel metal and what they reveal about the early solar system. There are three main types of meteorites. The first one is iron meteorite, which are almost completely made of metal. And two, stony iron meteorites, which have nearly equal amounts of metal and silicate crystals. And last one is stony meteorites, which mostly have silicate minerals. Alright, each group can be split into many more classes and types depending on the minerals, structure, and chemistry. Alright, the first group is iron meteorites. Most iron meteorites are thought to be the cores of asteroids that melted early in their history. They consist mainly of iron nickel metal with small amounts of sulfide and carbide minerals. Iron meteorites showing dark fusion crust in their cells. During the decay of radioactive elements in the early history of solar system, many asteroids melted, and the iron they contained, being dense, sank to the center to form a metallic core. Meteorites from melted asteroids are also known as differentiated meteorites, as they have experienced major chemical or physical changes, solidifying from a molten state. Sometimes they have an iron core and concentric layers surrounded by a silicate mantle and crust. This type of structure is very similar to terrestrial planets like Mercury, Venus, Mars, and our planet Earth, right? Which also have metallic cores. Iron meteorites can tell us a great deal about how the metallic cores of planets formed. Yeah, as you can see, an iron meteorite cut from core and etched with acid to reveal its crystal structure. Iron meteorites are mainly made of an iron nickel alloy with distinctive crystalline structure known as a Widmanstatten texture. Widmanstatten texture bands are formed by varying levels of nickel. There can be wide variation in the texture and mix of minerals present within iron meteorites, which will produce many groups and subtypes. Yeah, and the second group is stony iron meteorites. Stony iron meteorites consist of almost equal parts iron nickel metal and silicate minerals, including precious and semi-precious gemstones. They are considered some of the most beautiful meteorites. There are two different types of stony iron meteorites: palladium and meteorite. First, the palladium. Palladium contain big, beautiful olive green crystal from magnesium, iron, and silicate called olivine embedded, if I say right, entirely in metal. Sometimes the olivine does not occur as a single crystal, but as a cluster. Elsewhere, it can create a pattern of veins through solid metal. The scientific jury is still out on exactly how palladium meteorite formed. Some scientists believe they form in a melted asteroid in a similar way to the iron meteorite, where dense iron metal sinks toward the center to form an iron core. The palladium are thought to be samples of the boundaries between a metal core and the silicate, all in a rich mantle around it. If this is the case, they could tell us a lot about the formation of Earth and the other terrestrial planets. And yeah, I can tell you something. However, other scientists think that there are very few olivine-rich meteorites in the asteroid belt, and too many pallid meteorites for them all to have come from a core mantle boundary. This type of formation might also be formed by impact melting. Meteorites. The ethereal meteorites form after collision between two asteroids. Yeah, this picture is you'll see right now. The Meteorite meteorites are exist as a variety of rock composed of broken fragments of minerals or rock cemented together by a finer material. The fragments are roughly centimeter sized and contain mix of igneous silicate and metal clasts. Meteorites form when debris from a collision between two asteroids is mixed together. In the crash, molten metal mixed together with the solid fragments of silicate rocks, and meteorites can therefore both record the history of both meteorite and reveal a snapshot of conditions required for the asteroid to melt and form iron cores. Yeah, and the last group is stony meteorites. The majority of meteorite finds are stony meteorites and consistent mostly of silicate minerals. There are two main types of stony meteorite: chondrites. Some of the oldest material in the solar system is chondrites and achondrites, including meteorites from asteroids, Mars, and the Moon. And this last one is the high prices meteorite in the collections. But chondrites and achondrites have many subgroups based on their composition, structure, and minerals they contain. Yeah. First, I want to tell you about the chondrites. At over 4 billion years old, chondrites are some of the most primitive and persistent rocks in the solar system and have never been melted. The chondrites have distinctive appearance made from the droplets of silicate mineral mixed with small grains of sulfides and iron nickel metal. Their millimeter-sized granules give chondrites their name from the Greek word chondros, meaning sand grains. There are many varieties of chondrites with difference in mineralogy relating to the type of asteroid the meteorite came from. And the most basic type, known as a carbonaceous chondrites, are rich in water, sulfur, and organic material. They are thought to have brought volatile material to Earth when it was newly formed, helping to establish the atmosphere and other conditions required to sustain life. And yeah, that's it, my friend. It's enough for today and for this video, and I hope you enjoy. And I'm sorry for my bad accent, and I hope my accent, I know, is so horrible, but you are so kind and forgive me. Absolutely. Thank you so for watching this video. Please, if you love this channel and if you want I continue to making horrible video like this, please subscribe my channel, and thank you. See you soon.